If you draw legs, the balance will get worse. There will be many such people. In particular, it is common for the legs to be drawn straight and lack realism. In this video, I'd like to give you some tips on how to draw legs well. The pelvis and the starting bones of the legs are separate, so make tights as round as possible. It is recommended to mark the bending bones at the draft stage. This is because you can draw in a well-balanced manner when you draw the legs seriously later. Also, draw a 1:1 ratio from the thighs to above the knees and from below the knees to the ankles. The point to note in the front illustration are the bulge of the calf and the ankle. As for the calf bulge, the outside is up and the inside is down. On the other hand, regarding the ankle bulge, the outside is the bottom and the inside is the top. It's complicated, but please note that each direction is opposite. Also, the sideways legs are bent more than you expect. Especially since the calf has muscles, the part draws a curve more than others. There are fewer curves than legs from the front, but please be conscious to draw the curves from the side as well. Finally, I will teach you the tips on how to draw backwards facing legs. The back leg is the thickest part of the body at the bottom of the butt. Then, draw the muscle in the back calf with the V shape in mind. Just by being aware of how to draw this muscle, the back legs will become more realistic. Men's and women's legs are not the same. Men are larger and thicker, while women are smaller and thinner. Especially for women, sharply thinning from the thighs to her knees makes it more persuasive. Legs are not the only difference in body structure between men and women. The structure of the hands and arms for men and women is as different as the legs. If you want to know more about how to draw hands and arms, please check the related video on the upper right. Besides the size of the width, there are differences between the legs of men and women. It's a muscle. Women have less muscle and men have larger and more rugged muscles. Therefore, men's legs have more muscle wrinkles. The point of drawing wrinkles is to add strength to the lines. I especially drew the connections between the lines thick. As you become more accustomed to drawing lines, you will naturally be able to add dynamic strength to the lines. Now, here is an advanced version of how to draw legs. I tried to see if I could draw a well-balanced leg by drawing the legs in small blocks. When I draw it separately in blocks, it looks like a Spider-Man suit, right? I just can't draw the well-balanced legs. For those who say, it is better to draw in detail like this at the draft stage. It's also a good idea to use a lasso tool to balance legs. This time, I'm drawing a lot of legs, so I'm using the lasso tool to make room. The lasso tool feature is found in most digital tools. So, try to find a lasso tool from the digital tools you use. If you are aiming to be an illustrator, you may not even draw legs so much. However, if you want to be a cartoonist, you will often draw legs of various angles like this. If you want to be that way, please practice how to draw other leg angles. In this illustration, in addition to the legs, some feet are also drawn. If you want to know not only how to draw legs, but also how to draw feet, please check the related video on the upper right. As you can see, it is very difficult to draw balanced legs without looking at anything. So, there are various methods such as referring to the illustrations with poses, and the illustrations of the actual legs, or referring to the figures with poses, and the apps with 3D poses. Also, the images of the illustration drawn this time are posted on Animembo's blog. So, if you want to refer to them, please check the URL of the blog in the explanation column. The last leg completed is just simple line art, but how about it? I've adjusted the balance well at the draft stage, so I think the legs look good. If you get used to drawing legs, you will be able to draw well-balanced legs without drawing so much detail. However, let's draw finely and carefully until you get used to drawing. Thank you for watching this video. If this video is interesting, please push your like button. Also, if you ask questions in the comment section, it will be answered as soon as possible. Depending on the content, I may post new videos for answering your doubts and comments. So please subscribe to Animembo and set notifications for this. There are many people who watch the videos and don't register. So I will be very happy if you help me to grow. See you again in the next video.